Hello dear students, welcome back to the video classes of class 7 science, and today we are going to learn about chapter number 9, that is respiration in organisms, and this is the part first of this chapter. In this chapter you are going to learn about respiration and its importance, process of respiration, types of respiration, breathing in human respiratory system, mechanism of breathing in humans, breathing in cockroach, earthworm, frog and fishes, and at the last we will learn respiration in plants. But in this video we will discuss about the first three topic, that is the respiration and its importance, process of respiration and types of respiration. There are two types of respiration, that is aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration, that we have to learn in detail in this chapter. So let's start it one by one, and the rest of the part we will cover in the later videos. Now students, before going through that chapter, first we will discuss that why we need energy. Okay, like students, every organism that is present here, they all need energy to do work. Okay, we need energy to perform our daily life processes, like we need energy for the process of nutrition, okay, in which we are taking food and that food is utilized by our body, in which the food is stored in our body cells in the form of glucose, and that food is converted into energy. So for that process, for the process of excretion, that means for the removal of waste material from our body, like through the excreta or through the urine, growth of human body, movement, for the movement, and transportation. Transportation means the transfer of the material which are present in our body, like the transfer of the blood in case of animals, or the transfer of food and the water in case of plants. So for that process also, and for the process of reproduction, that means the generation of new ones. So for all these processes, human beings or the animals or any organism, they need energy for that. Okay, so energy is very important for performing the life processes. And not only this, but also students, when you are sleeping, when you are eating, running or doing any physical work, you need energy for that. You need energy when you are sleeping also. Okay, like when you are sleeping, then also you are breathing. Okay, the breathing means the oxygen is going in your body and the carbon dioxide, it comes out. That is the breathing. So when you are sleeping, your body is doing work. Okay, like the heartbeat also. Okay, the heart is also beating when you are sleeping, when you are doing nothing. So in that case also our body need energy. Our body need energy for the digestion of food, like the food that you are eating, that should be utilized by your body, then only its importance. Okay, like the food that goes in your body, first the process, it is the ingestion, that means the food is going in your mouth, then it is digested in your stomach with the help of digestive juices, then this digestive food, it is absorbed by your body by the villi present in the small intestine, and then this digested food, it is utilized in the form of energy. That process is known as assimilation, and at the last the food is ejected out. Okay, so for all these process, these are the steps of the nutrition. Okay, and all these processes needs energy. So from where we get the energy to do that much work we need energy, we get energy from our food. Okay, so that's the reason why your parents are insisting you to take food. Okay, that should be healthy food. So if you are taking food regularly, or if it is healthy also, then you will get more energy from that. Okay, so this process in which the food that you are taking, it is utilized by your body, the and the energy is produced from that. This process is known as respiration, and it is very important for any living organism. And this process, it is the oxidative process. Oxidative means, as the name suggests, there is the addition of oxygen. Okay, so oxidative process means the process in which oxygen is used, or you can say the removal of removal of hydrogen. Okay, so both the cases you will say that this will be the oxidation reaction, and respiration is one of them. Okay, respiration is an oxidative process in which the oxygen is utilized. In your body cell, this the food is already present in the form of glucose, and when the oxygen mixes with that, it will convert that food into the form of energy, and you will get energy for doing any work. So this is the cellular process that is performed in the cell of the organism. As we know that we are made up of millions of cells, and every cell needs energy for performing its function. Every cell is functional, okay, it is doing something. So every cell needs energy to do any kind of work that it gets from the process of respiration. Now students, let us see the diagram. This diagram represents the respiration cycle. Respiration cycle means the plants and the animals both are related with each other. Like we are dependent on the plants, and the plants are dependent on us, directly or indirectly. How? Let us find out. So as you know that in the process of photosynthesis, what is happening? The plant takes the carbon dioxide that we remove. Okay, so the carbon dioxide, it is taken by the plant in the presence of sunlight, and the water, and then the photosynthesis process is completed. So in this way the plant is preparing the food, and that is the carbohydrate. So that carbohydrate is stored in the plant body, whereas the second product is removed from the plant body. Okay, the second step is the removal of the oxygen molecule that is produced in the plant body, and that oxygen is essential for human beings, for the animals, for the other living organisms. Okay, we breathe oxygen that we get from the plants. So in that way we are dependent on plant. We are getting our oxygen demand from the plant, and intake of oxygen, it is the process of breathing. Okay, so intake of oxygen and removal of carbon dioxide, it is known as breathing. Now here there are two types of respiration. First is aerobic respiration, second is anaerobic respiration. These are the types of respiration in which the first one, here its name suggests aerobic. That means respiration in the presence of air. Okay, the air is important for that. The oxygen is required in the process of aerobic respiration. Whereas in case of anaerobic respiration, an means not. So that means air is not the essential requirement in the case of anaerobic respiration. The organism which do anaerobic respiration, they does not need oxygen for the process of respiration. Okay, So here let us discuss one by one. Now first is aerobic respiration. What is aerobic respiration? So as the name suggests us, that means the breakdown of food molecules which is present in the cell in the form of glucose. Okay, and this breakdown of food takes place in the presence of oxygen. That means, students, the oxygen is required in the process of aerobic respiration, and in that process the large amount of energy is produced and that will be removed. So in aerobic process, large amount of energy is produced, very large amount of energy you will get in the process of aerobic respiration, whereas in the second process you will get the less energy in case of anaerobic respiration, and this is the biggest difference between the two processes also. So in this process it is clear that the oxygen is required by the body cell to break the food into the energy form. Now let us see the equation of the aerobic respiration. So here you can see the equation in which the food which is present in the cell of the organism, that food is in the form of glucose. Okay, and this glucose food, it is mixes with the oxygen. It get the oxygen, and in return of this there is the reaction takes place, and this reaction is known as oxidative reaction. It is known as oxidative reaction in which the oxygen is required. Okay, so this is the oxidative reaction. And in this process large amount of energy is produced. Never forget that in aerobic respiration you will get the large amount of energy, and also you will get the carbon dioxide, that will be the simplest form. Okay, so you will get carbon dioxide and you will get the water molecule. So in that way, students, you are getting three products which are the energy, carbon dioxide and the water molecule. Okay, in case of aerobic respiration. Now this is the equation how you can represent the aerobic respiration in the form of equation. So this is the simplest way how you can represent it, and never forget that this process occurs in the cell, and that's why it is known as cellular respiration, and it is happening in the presence of oxygen. That's why you will say it is an oxidative reaction. Now in which you will find this aerobic respiration, or to whom you will say that they are aerobes. So aerobes are what? These are the organisms in which the aerobic respiration occurs, and these are the human beings, like we human beings, in which in our body the aerobic respiration is occurring. That means we need oxygen for the process of respiration, and not only us but the green plants also. Okay, so green plants also require oxygen for getting energy by the process of aerobic respiration. Now what is anaerobic respiration? So anaerobic respiration, as its name suggests, an means not, or you can say absence. That means in the absence of oxygen. In the absence of oxygen, the food is break down, and you will get the small amount of energy. Okay, so this is very important, that in this process you will get very small amount of energy, and it occurs in the organisms like the yeast and in some bacteria. Okay, so in yeast and in some bacteria you will get the anaerobic respiration. The yeast and some bacteria doesn't need oxygen for the process of getting energy from their food, and these organisms you will call them as anaerobes. Now, what is the equation for anaerobic respiration? So, in this process, you need only one thing, that will be the food, and that food is in the form of glucose. And you doesn't need oxygen, so you will write absence of oxygen. Above the arrow you will write absence of oxygen, and in that process you will get energy, and that is less energy as comparison to the aerobic respiration. And in this, very harmful substance is formed, that is the alcohol. So alcohol is formed in the process of anaerobic respiration, and also the carbon dioxide. Okay, so in this process you will get the alcohol, whereas in the process of aerobic respiration you get energy, water and carbon dioxide, but in this case you get alcohol. Now, this anaerobic respiration is, when it is occurring in human beings, it causes a pain. Like when you are doing heavy exercise, or when you are running very fastly, then in that case what happens, the muscle cramps takes place, and this is so painful. You get pain from the muscle cramps. Okay, so it is the process when the human can do heavy exercise, then they start doing anaerobic respiration. Otherwise we are aerobes, we do respiration in the presence of oxygen, but when we do heavy exercise, then we are performing anaerobic respiration. Our body cells start performing anaerobic respiration. Okay, so students, when you are doing heavy exercise, in that case the deficiency of oxygen takes place in our body. Okay, like when you are running very fastly, what happens, you need more and more oxygen, you are start breathing very fastly, na? So in that case what happens, our body need more oxygen, and in that case when the muscles get the less oxygen, it start doing respiration, but that will be anaerobic. Okay, so when anaerobic respiration occurs in us, we get muscle cramps, we get pain. Okay, so for that, how we can get relief from that pain? By using the hot water bath, or by using the body massage. In that way, by doing hot water bath, our blood is flowing in a frequent way. Okay, and you know that blood carries the oxygen, so our every body part get the oxygen. So in that way you will get the relief from that muscle cramps. Now, what is anaerobic respiration in human beings? So it is the respiration that occurs in the human muscles, and it is happening when you are doing the vigorous muscle activities. Okay, like when you are exercising or when you are running fast. In that case, the muscle cramps are developed in your body. Okay, and in this process the glucose is break down into the painful substance, that is the glucose is break down into the lactic acid. So lactic acid is produced in that case, and that lactic acid causes pain in our body. Okay, so this accumulation of lactic acid, it will causes muscle cramps, it will be the reason of the pain when you are doing heavy exercise, and when you are not getting the oxygen in your body while running or while doing anything else. Now, what is the chemical equation for the process of anaerobic respiration in human being? So in that case, our food material, that is the glucose that is present in our cells, this glucose is break down into lactic acid. Okay, it will break down into lactic acid, and that causes muscle cramp. This lactic acid is the reason of muscle cramps, and in that you will get the energy also. Okay, and here you will write above the arrow mark that this is the anaerobic process in which absence of oxygen. So how you will get relief? You will get relief when you are taking hot water bath or by doing body massage. Now let us find out the difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So the first difference is aerobic respiration occurs in the presence of oxygen, whereas the anaerobic respiration it occurs in the absence of oxygen. Okay, and in aerobic respiration the glucose is completely breakdown. It is completely breakdown into the simpler forms, that will be the carbon dioxide and the water. Okay, so carbon dioxide and water is the simplest form of the food, and also you will get the energy, and that energy it is very large. Okay, you will get the more energy in case of aerobic respiration that we are performing in our normal time when we are not doing anything else, like when we are not doing exercise or not running fast. Okay, and also in the equation you will write plus, that means you are adding oxygen, that means it is the oxidative process. So plus means there the oxygen is needed. Whereas in case of anaerobic respiration, this occurs in the absence of oxygen, and in this the partial breakdown of the glucose takes place. Partial breakdowns means the food is not completely break down into carbon dioxide and water. It is partially breakdown. Okay, partially means not completely. So partially breakdown takes place, and that will be alcohol. So alcohol is formed in this, and also the carbon dioxide. And in this you will get less energy. In anaerobic respiration you will get less energy. And for writing equation you will write minus oxygen. That means it is occurring in the absence of oxygen. The oxygen is not needed for the process of anaerobic respiration. Okay, and you will write the alcohol, that will be partial. It is a result of partial breakdown of glucose, carbon dioxide, and you will get the energy. So this is the process, this is the difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So thank you students, thanks for watching this video. Stay home, stay safe, and keep on revising.